So this is the story about my Westpac adventure. Um, Basically, after I got out of boot camp, I was stationed in Alameda, California, just right there next to San Francisco at the Naval Air Station, along with the Abraham Lincoln. There's the USS Carl Vinson. That was the aircraft carrier I was assigned to. It's massive. It's a massive city. I was not expecting how big it was. That's in relationship to how big it is compared to the Titanic. So it's quite a bit larger. And of course, we go underneath the Golden Gate Bridge and leaving for deployment off to the Persian Gulf, off the coast of Saudi Arabia and Iran there. So we were going to spend about 3 months there patrolling the Persian Gulf area on a nuclear aircraft carrier. So 72 aircraft, 1,090 feet long, basically a floating airport. So it's pretty chaotic. I was quite overwhelmed the first time I saw it, how big it was, and all the action on the flight deck was pretty exciting. So um, Black Hawk helicopters, and our first stop was San Diego, beautiful place where I went to firefighting school, and uh, there I am at firefighting school. And so, but unfortunately, we found out that the ship had left without us, so we flew on this little prop plane here and landed on the aircraft carrier. Yeah, I threw up. So that was exciting. But I got to land on aircraft carrier, which was cool. Now, on the ship, everybody who joins the Navy has to serve in the galley for 3 months. So I worked in the galley where I washed dishes and did some cooking and worked in the bakery a little bit. And yeah, lots and lots and lots of dishes. Met some crazy guys. There's Yanko there, and made some good friends, and eventually made it into the trash room where we actually lost our minds. So yeah, the trash room, lots of memories there. But eventually I'd get my purple shirt and I would be a flight deck refueler. My official name was Aviation Boatsman's Mate Fuels. So basically we supplied the fuel to the jets, and it's a very physical job, dragging the fuel hose and working in a team of guys. So got to sit in the aircraft there. So yeah, purple shirts, grapes of wrath. Our first stop was Hawaii during our Westpac tour. There's some buddies of mine there at Diamond Head, Hamna Bay. We got to snorkel and see lots of cool stuff there. So great time in Hawaii. Of course, we stopped by Magnum PI's house and checked it out. Camped out on the beach here at the Witch's Brew, and yeah, it was an amazing. Hawaii was beautiful, and we loved it. Beautiful beaches, and had a great time. So next stop was Yokosuka, Japan. We sailed to Japan. We unfortunately got kind of caught up in a hurricane slash. Yeah, it was not fun. So our ship got some damage, and but anyway, we love Japan. It was a great place, beautiful, nice people. So we really enjoyed Japan. Of course, we were, going to the McDonald's, and did run into Garrett Carlton, a guy I played football with in Red Oak. So that was kind of a coincidence there in Japan. So, but and then our next step was Hong Kong. So Hong Kong, one of the busiest port cities in the world, and it was a pretty amazing place. Um, so we went to Hong Kong and explored the city. Got lost a few times, but it was fun. We enjoyed it. Of course, went to the McDonald's. Had to go to the McDonald's, of course. Next stop, Singapore. Little teeny tiny country, but probably the cleanest, most beautiful country I've ever been to. We went to Sentosa Island there, and had a great time. It was beautiful. Played football on the beach, and just really enjoyed our time there. So absolutely beautiful, very clean city, no trash, no nothing. So, man, of course, we rode a roller coaster. Next stop, Persian Gulf. Went through the Strait of Hormuz there. Very dangerous place. Of course, we're off the coast of Iran. And but we did go on a safari, camel safari in the desert with the Discovery Channel went with us. So that was kind of cool. There's the producer and everybody there. So we, of course, rode camels in the desert, and um, yeah, we had a great time. Went to an oasis, went cliff diving, went bahan in the desert in trucks. They're just walking down to the oasis. Had a nice kind of tent set up with traditional food with the tribal guys. They were so nice. They were pretty nice, um, and then we actually went into another country called Oman during our trip, so that was fun. So back and forth for 3 months in the Persian Gulf, and then off to Australia. Went to Perth, Australia. That's beautiful. I was a little disappointed in Australia. It's big, it's flat, it's hot, and I didn't see any animals. So yeah, but Hobart, Tasmania, that was the place to be. We saw the animals, the kangaroos and the wallabies. We went on tours to the rainforest and had a great time. So, and then back to Pearl Harbor, back to Hawaii, where my dad got to join me on a tiger cruise. So he got to actually go back with me. Uh, we got to go to some luau's, and then back home, there's mom waving at me and dad. So it was a great trip, and yeah, it was awesome.